And I try to not watch any other prophets before my messages so they're not skewed. So I got this before I watched anybody else this morning. So and I try to not watch any other prophets before my messages so they're not skewed.
I have a word that the Lord shared with me this morning. The Lord gave me this word this morning. The Lord shared this word with me this morning. The Lord shared this word with me this morning. All right, here is my word that the Lord shared with me. The Lord just shared a word with me. Hey guys, this is a word that the Lord shared with me. This is a word that I got this morning. The Lord shared a word with me this morning. I'm going to go ahead and put a message up that I received from the Lord this morning. This is the message that the Lord shared with me this morning.
Tell my people this. Soon there will be unthinkable things that start happening around you. These things that are coming cannot be imagined by the human mind. Will the people start to listen when they see two suns? When the sky is darkened for 3 days? When the rivers dry up and it rains blood red? When the rocks flow with water? When the air is thick with smoke? When the earth shakes underneath them and swallows up their homes? The forces of authority will be taking people from their homes, assigning them to live together in tents. They will have very little water or food, and they will be herded like cattle to the slaughter. The new ones will take over with authority, and the only way to stay alive will be to obey them.
My messengers warn of these things, and many scoff and mock at my messengers. Woe to you, scoffers and mockers, for my messengers are obeying and putting out my warnings.
And one of the listeners pointed out to me that the date and the time that the video was recorded each separately added up to 13. And then I looked at it further, and also when I looked, the recording time actually added up to 13. So 3 different 13s on the numbers on the video. And I don't think I would have delivered this message had I not had the sign yesterday of the 3 13s. And my title of the video yesterday was 13 Woes.
Do not be dissuaded from sharing my message with the lost. Do not be dissuaded by the mockers and the scoffers. In the end, they will be paying their dues.
Soon many will feel and hear of this devastation. The clouds of ash will rise above the earth, and the red lava will escape its place within. So many earth changes, so much destruction. My hand controls all of this. People will flee the cities and find no comfort in the countryside, for there is no escaping what is coming to your earth. The violence in your earth changes you will see has never been seen before. Many buildings will fall and your paved streets will crumble. Ashes will fall from your skies and fires will burn around you. Your mountains will be made flat and your flatlands upheaved. There will be no direction safe to flee, and your comforts of today will be yours no longer. I have warned you once, great nation. No more will your decadence pollute this world. The friends you once had will be your friends no longer, and you will be ever so pleased with your demise. You have been warned. Your land is sure to burn. The earth will swallow your cities. The hearts of many will be filled with unthinkable evil. The oceans will cover your nation. Your currencies will be worthless. Fireballs will fall and make your cities desolate. War will erupt around you. Your government will collapse. Wailing and terror in the streets of Babylon. How fitting for her. Blackness for 3 days. Human flesh dissolving off of bones. These things are soon to befall you. Very soon. Those who face these things will cry out to me. I will say, I never knew you.
You must purge this world completely and let me do the final removal of spot and blemish from your wedding garments. You need to allow me to finish tending to your wedding garments and find as a final cleansing and pressing is taking place. Okay, my daughter, my holy angels are singing loudly now. They anticipate the arrival of my bride. Keep yourself sealed in my Holy Spirit, Ruach HaKodesh. I need to come on here this morning and give a little testimony to who I am. And if you're listening to my channel wanting in-depth Bible teaching or, you know, a lot of scriptural reference to various questions that you ask, I am not a Bible scholar. I rely 99.9% on the Holy Spirit. And I am a bottom of the barrel, dirt sucking sinner. So if you don't, you know, the only way that I can even come close to anything is letting the Holy Spirit work through me and work in my life and change me. There's nothing I can do on my own. And if you don't believe that that is the case for yourself, then I'm probably not the channel that you want to be listening to. I am a horrible sinner. I totally have come from a background of both sin while I was not a saved believer and a backslidden perspective as well. So I just want to tell you who you're listening to here. I want to confess that to you, because if you want to listen to somebody who's upright and and perfect in their ways, then I am not your channel. Okay. I had a lot of issues yesterday. I have some billing issues with a company that I'm trying to work out, and I just got a little angry. I'm not going to go into detail, but I'll just say that they are trying to rip me off, and I didn't handle it in the nicest way. I wasn't really very nice. And my anger welled up inside of me, and I acted in anger pretty harshly, actually. And I'm still mad about it. Leave it to other people to pray and discern. My daughter and my son actually I was proclaiming and declaring peace in my household, and I came under such attack. I really was. My daughter was physical with me. She was punching me. She scratched me. I'll just say that I ended up being a little too busy for the Lord this weekend. And then on top of that, I drank wine, probably more than, I certainly wasn't drunk, but I drank more than I would ever normally. I'm really struggling with it. So, especially in the summertime, I don't know why, but I seem to really struggle with drinking wine or beer or whatever. And not a lot. It's just something, it bothers me. So it's obviously not a good thing. But yeah, I just pushed God out of my weekend completely. Had a glass of wine, and then before I knew it, I was sitting there talking to her, and I had had like 2 glasses of wine. The hour is late, you guys. The hour is late, and I think that there are people that are out there that think that they're doing the will of God by serving in their churches. And these are people that know Jesus, but they don't really have a relationship with him. And these are people that, the Lord just does not want to have to leave behind. But if they don't have their lamps full, when the rapture happens, they will be left behind.
All of my sheep will be peaceful and calm, abiding in me, for my wing of protection is over them. They are sealed in my blood, which cannot be penetrated by the enemy. As a force field surrounds them, they will be protected. Be confident in that. Confirm these things to my bride now. Their redemption is upon them now. The earth will see me in my glory. Those prepared to come to me now will. Some are not yet prepared. Some are coming later. Many will not come at all.